Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot card reading for October 2023. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your October readings. Let's go ahead and get started here. What is it that Capricorn needs to know for October? Starting with an oracle card here. We have difficulty in the beginning, some growing pains, doubts and fears, awkwardness, becoming stronger, vulnerability and experience. Well, it is eclipse season. We are in a cardinal season as well, which, often there's a lot of initiation type of stuff that happens during this particular time of year. Just hit the equinox, right? Beginning of Libra season. So we kind of have this kind of, I feel like it's like the breath of life being breathed into us. But when we have these new ambitions, and we have new goals, and we have that determination and commitment to actually make something happen, it is inevitable that we're going to hit up against our doubts and fears. It is inevitable that it's going to be a little bit awkward as we're moving forward and heading into new territory. We don't really know where we're going. I think we have an idea, but we don't necessarily know what the journey is going to be like. It's kind of like when you maybe go on a hike for the first time. Well, you know that if you take this trail, you'll get to the end of the trail, but maybe you have no idea what that trail is going to be like, So it is a little awkward, but you're becoming stronger, and it's going to require a lot of humility, and it's going to require a lot of that beginner mindset, right? To understand that you are beginning, even though you have a world of wisdom behind you. That wisdom is and will be leveraged in your new path, but there are still more things to learn. And yet I still feel that Capricorn is excited about what's coming for them. And I think this has a lot to do with Pluto, which is, by the way, stationing direct on the 10th of October. So we're going to feel that. I think Capricorn, you really are starting to feel the presence of Pluto lifting. And I know it's going to be like another little over a year before you officially feel that completely gone out of your sign. But I think there's a lot of hope and a lot of optimism on Capricorn's part. Okay, so let's see what else comes through for Capricorn. What else do you need to know here? Luck is on your side. Okay, that's always a good omen to get. It might be a little bit awkward. You might be, going through some growing pains. You might have things to learn, but it's going to work out great. That the right people are going to show up, the right opportunities, the right amount of money, that you don't actually really have anything that substantial to worry about. And the more and more dedicated you are, the more committed you are, the more likely you are to succeed and to see results. And I think seeing results is a very important part of what keeps a Capricorn going. Okay, Earth signs do tend to really need to look around and see the effects of their effort, right? And when you start seeing those results, it's more encouraging and it's more validating. It reassures you that you're doing the right things. So I like that because to me it speaks more to results. It speaks to the right opportunities. It speaks to the right people that are needed to get better and better results too. So what else does Capricorn need to know? October. Let's see. The High Priestess. The Hierophant. And the Five of Wands. Well, I'm not surprised by the Five of Wands. Now, I don't necessarily think the eclipse, so the eclipse happens on the 14th, and then we have another a full moon eclipse in Taurus on the 28th. The new moon eclipse, which is the solar eclipse, is going to happen at 21 degrees in Libra. That's against the South Node in your 10th house. That's probably going to be the one that's a bit more substantial for you. Probably going to be a little bit more prominent than the full moon. I mean, we'll all feel both of them. I mean, none of us are really exempt from the eclipse energy, but I think just given the house placement and given how important Libra is in your chart, being in the 10th house, you'll probably feel that one a lot more. And I'm not surprised by like the chaos or, all the difficult personalities or the complications and challenges. Like, I'm just really not surprised by that stuff. And I don't think we should be. We shouldn't be surprised by people getting worked up or having emotion or us ourselves. All right. We just need to allow ourselves to have those things. We need to allow ourselves to kind of go through a little bit of a bumpy moment, but I don't think it's all going to be bumpy. I think generally speaking, Libra and then on into Scorpio season later on in the month, it's going to be pretty smooth as long as you're focused and dedicated. That's the important thing, I think. And the high priestess and I always say high priestess, high priest. It's really high priestess, Hierophant. They both really speak to kind of that inner knowing. They speak to that inner truth. Now, the high priestess often reveals things to us, where the Hierophant often keeps us grounded and tethered to some higher divine truth or some higher divine path. And because you have both of these, it doesn't really feel like, this says doubts and fears. I'm not going to say you're not going to have doubts and fears about stuff, especially when things do get a little bumpy or you do hit up against some challenges. But so you have a fear and a doubt, but I don't think you're going to allow those fears and doubts to really control or over-consume you in any way. I think you're going to have a lot of self-awareness in this moment, and you're going to be able to just say, you know what, this is just something I'm thinking, it's just something I'm feeling, but it doesn't have to dictate what it is I do and how I do it. And there's a ton of empowerment that comes through, especially with the Hierophant, because it feels aligned. Yeah, it's awkward. Yeah, you're vulnerable. Yeah, you're inexperienced, but it doesn't mean you're not on the right path. And I think you will feel that something is right for you. Okay, you have doubts and fears, but you don't really have questions. It's not about questioning whether or not it's right. It's just going to feel right. And I think that's a big theme that's coming out through October and probably will through Scorpio. This is not really a time of the year for us to like hem and haw and go back and forth and be wishy-washy and, I don't know. And It's like if you're doing that, then it's not right. And that's the only indication that you need. It's not for you. It's not the right place for you to be. It's not the right group of people for you to be out, to be with. It's not the right company. It's not the right opportunity, whatever. It's just not right. If that's what you're really doing, it's not right. So just say no. Okay? So just say no. Because when something feels right, there's going to be that inner drive that kicks in. And I love cardinal energies, and I love reading for cardinal, right? Your cardinal, Libra season is cardinal. And I love reading for cardinals because it's like, it's so directed. And when they do commit and when they are determined, they become these unstoppable, like steamrollers. This is one of the reasons why cardinal signs can be so incredibly successful, because they can just plow through pretty much anything. But they're only going to do that if it feels right. If there's any kind of wavering whatsoever, things become really, really hard. Okay? But let's see what else comes out for Capricorn. What else do you need to know here? We have strength. 10 of Cups. That's what I mean. It feels right. And the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups is a very hard card. And I'm kind of harping on this a little bit this month. And I probably will harp on the challenge of the 8 of Cups over the course of the next year and a few months while Pluto is continuing to do back and forth. Because it's not always it's never easy to leave something that has worked so well for you. All right. But sometimes we do hit that moment and we say, as well as this has worked, as much as this has helped me grow, as important as this was, this era of my life is done. And it is time for me to go and expand and to seek something vastly different. Now, I'm not suggesting all of you are going to go quit your jobs, and I'm not suggesting all of you are going to be breaking up with people. It's not necessarily what this means. This is more of an internal path. Sometimes it can have external effects, but not always. But it does seem like Capricorn is searching for something. And I'll be honest, with Lilith now officially in your 9th house, all right, there's going to be a good 10 month period of time here where it's going to almost be kind of like this desperate need to expand. It's going to show up for your financial expansion, for your spiritual expansion, for your worldly experience expansion. So this does not surprise me in the least. You've gone through a pretty intense period of change with a lot of the Leo stuff we've gone through the past couple of months. And now we're kind of getting released off of all that Leo stuff. And when Venus comes into Virgo on the 8th, officially your 8th house is going to be all cleared out. All that energy is going to go into the 9th house, which is about more. Okay, there's a lot of spirituality that comes through here too. But it doesn't completely take you away from the worldly experiences either. It's a little bit of both. Actually, it's a lot of both, spiritual and material. So yeah, you are seeking for something new. And with the Strength card, I love this because it is that perseverance and courage that's required to go do this, you know? And especially when we have Mars coming into rulership on the 12th, Mars is a very important planet for you, Capricorn, because it's your exalted planet. So when Mars is strong in the chart, it's good for you. So as of the 12th, and I know we have the 12th and then the eclipse is on the 14th, so just a couple of days later. But either way, I do feel like that eclipse is going to be pretty aggressive, but it's going to be aggressive in like decision making, aggressive in commitment, and aggressive in that determination to go forth and create and do and be. And that strength is like, it's time. Hierophant, High Priestess, it is time. I don't think Capricorn is just going to accept the way things have been, or not just going to accept the circumstances that you're discontent with. Now, I'm not saying you're discontent with everything, all right, but there are clearly going to be some things that you're looking around at your life and saying, yeah, no, that's really not what I'm looking for anymore. It's not what I want. It's not what I need. And I need to find a way to get out or to make a change of some sort. And here's that beautiful 10 of Cups. This is about emotional success. This is about finding or doing or being something that really makes you feel at peace. I wouldn't call this card happiness, although maybe there can be some elements and twinges of that, but it's not ultimately a card of happiness. It's more a card of fulfillment. And I think a lot of peace comes through with that 10 of Cups. It feels like a completion. And when you move forward and make choices from a state of completion, where you accept your own inherent, complete, and whole state, you tend to make really good choices. You tend to make good choices and you tend to see good results as a result of those choices. So I think generally you're just in a good place. Not going to be easy, not going to be perfect, but you're in a good place. And if you are facing something big and new, then I don't see any reason why you shouldn't pursue it. I don't see any reason why you should be afraid that it's not going to work out. Luck is on your side. It's going to work out. 10 of coins. Okay, 10 of coins and 10 of cups. I'm even more convinced now. 7 of swords and 2 of cups. 10 of coins, I often say you, the watcher of this video, gets to inject your idea of what the ultimate best life, your ultimate manifested life looks like. Some of you, that's very simple. Some of you, it's more complex. Some of you, it's more basic. Some of you, it's more maximalist, like minimalist versus maximalist. It doesn't matter. You get to inject what the ultimate life looks like. That's what this is all about. That's what this change, that's what this evolution, that's what this new beginning is really all for. And with the 7 of swords, that's your fear and doubt coming out. We have a literal card that says doubts and fear, so that's fine. As long as you're aware of it and you understand the role that it's playing in this whole process, it's just trying to keep you safe. It's trying to keep you from walking away, right? The 8 of cups, that comfort zone. It's trying to keep you in that comfort place because it's not ready. Okay? It's the part of you that's not ready, but ultimately you are. And one thing I really love about the 2 of cups is the kind of collaboration energy. Now, some of you may have a spouse or a significant other, some type of a romantic partner, but it doesn't always have to be. it feels like a like mind. Okay, it feels like someone who understands you very well, with whom you communicate. Now, I don't necessarily see this as being advice or counsel so much as I see this being emotional support. And sometimes we need a lot of emotional support when we're going through a process this huge. And it's uncomfortable, but you're going to need encouragement. So make sure that you are surrounding yourself with people who look at what it is you're trying to do and say, oh my gosh, Capricorn, you're such a rock star. I love you. You're amazing. I know you can do it. Keep going. Especially when you hit this 5 of Wands, this inevitable challenge or this inevitable drama or this inevitable, kind of tumultuous moment. You're going to need that cheerleader in your corner. Now, if you don't have one of those in your life, you may have to do that for yourself. But it's going to be a little bit easier if you have people around you that genuinely want to lift you up. All right. So these types of relationships are going to be priceless. I mean, they are priceless anyway, but in moments like this, they are even that much more valuable. And it's not that you wouldn't do the same for them. I just think that it needs to be coming toward you a little bit. And if you need it and you're not getting it, if you're not getting that validation or you're not getting that support, it might be, time for you to say, hey, you know what? I really need you in my corner. I need this from you. I need that from you, and be able to communicate what your true needs are. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but I think if you want to succeed and excel, then that's something that you can do. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and pull out the clarifiers. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm about to pull out a whole bunch of new cards, and we'll cover those in the comprehensive reading. We usually talk for another 25 to 30 minutes about all these cards, so it's like a whole second reading, goes a little bit more in depth. So let's start by clarifying. The link for that, by the way, is in the description box and the comment thread down below. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome. So we start by clarifying this one, which is difficulty in the beginning. We have the Moon card. Beautiful. I'm loving the page for you, Capricorn. Oh, and a High Priestess. Hold on. She fell on the floor. Okay. And for the environment, what is it that Capricorn needs to know? It all feels very aligned. Not surprised. Okay. Beautiful. And for the High Priestess, we have Knight of Cups, the World, and another 10 of Coins, and another 10 of Cups. Wow, look at you. 2 10 of Cups and 2 10 of Coins. 7 of Cups and 4 of Coins. Loving the stability there. Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, 9 of Swords. Okay, I feel like, I'm so sorry. I keep dropping these cards. Hold on, a couple more. Okay, 3 of Coins and 2 of Coins. And I also kind of feel like that one, which is Temperance. 10 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. We have a Queen of Coins. We have another Moon card. And another Page of Coins. Interesting, they came out together here and they came out together there. A 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Kind of feeling like you're needing to fight swords with swords. Okay, you're gonna have to match someone's energy. So I don't think you have a problem with. It's not gonna be that much of an issue, but I think it's annoying that you have to kind of lower yourself to that level a little bit. So we have the 6 of Coins, we have the 7 of Coins, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords has been coming out quite a bit this month. The Devil, and 2 of Cups, another 2 of Cups on top of the 2 of Cups. All right, so this is where we're going to pick up. All right, Capricorn, so if you want to join, again, all that info is down below. Thank you so much. I love you. Have an amazing month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.